The plot of Macbeth, Act 2. Just 4 scenes make up Act 2, but they are perhaps amongst the most important, particularly the first 2 scenes. The scenes centre round the murder of Duncan, which happens off stage. Scene 1 is on the moments immediately before the murder, as Macbeth makes his way to Duncan's chamber. Along the way he sees, or thinks he sees, a ghostly dagger leading the way. It could be supernatural encouragement guiding Macbeth towards accomplishing his dreadful task, or it could be an indication of Macbeth's heat-oppressed brain, i.e., he's hallucinating because of the great stress and strain that he's under. It won't be the first time in the play that he thinks he sees something ghostly, nor is it the last time that the supernatural has a role to play in the plot. The second scene presents the immediate aftermath of the murder, as the Macbeths seek to dispose of the murder weapons and remove signs of their guilt. Here, Lady Macbeth is firmly in charge, whilst Macbeth is, frankly, an emotional wreck, babbling how he thought he heard a ghostly voice cry that he has murdered sleep and will sleep no more. He also threatens to undermine the plan by forgetting to plant the daggers on Duncan's guards in order to frame them as the murderers. An exasperated Lady Macbeth returns to the murder scene to do so, but not before rebuking her husband for his unmanly behaviour. This act completed, a still shaken Macbeth goes to bed, as Lady Macbeth nonchalantly dismisses what they have just done by declaring as they wash their hands of Duncan's blood that a little water clears us of this deed, words that will come to haunt her later. After the horror of the preceding 2 scenes, the third opens with a little comic relief from a drunken porter who eventually opens the castle gates to let Macbeth and Lennox enter. This brief, light-hearted interlude is soon forgotten once Macduff discovers Duncan's murdered body. Suspicion falls on Duncan's 2 sons, Malcolm and Donalbain, who have run away fearful that they're next. Malcolm heads for England, whilst Donalbain goes to Ireland. Meanwhile, Macbeth is named as king. We only learn this indirectly from a conversation between Macduff and another lord called Ross, who is discussing the matter with an old man, possibly Ross's father. Significantly, Macduff states that he won't go to see Macbeth crowned, suggesting that he feels that Macbeth is not the right man to become the next king of Scotland. Act 2, then, is full of horror, death, and unnatural events. This is most obviously present in the murder of Duncan, the ghostly dagger, and the mysterious voice telling Macbeth he shall sleep no more. But it is also clearly presented by Macbeth unnaturally becoming king through murder. Remember that in Shakespeare's day, many believed that the king was appointed by God himself, so Macbeth is not just merely killing a man, but one of God's own representatives. Furthermore, in their conversation in Scene 4, Ross and the old man reveal how nature has been acting strangely with darkened days, owls killing falcons, and even Duncan's horses eating one another. It is as though the natural world is mirroring the disruption of the human world. Macbeth's actions are unleashing chaos and turning the world upside down. Even the porter's comical comments about sex, drink, and cheating are interlaced with references to the devil and hell, as he imagines himself as the keeper of Hell's Gate. The second act also introduces the character of Macduff, whose straightforward loyalty and integrity is at odds with the Macbeth's treacherous actions. For their part, the end of the act is the high point, both in terms of their partnership and their success. They seem to have literally gotten away with murder. For now.